Gotcha.
YVP. So that's through vacuum piped, which is probably what that white pipe is on the outside.
Yeah.
The boiler from something like an austerity. Yeah, a bit of random wagon. And a fish plate.
It's the weird thing about steam. You don't get it sort of modern anything now. It's a lot of them sort of bodge jobs.
So is that a 117? Something like
That's a. Oh, yes, it is, because it's a Western Region one with a long brake compartment.
Yeah. So that looks like what's left of a mainline livery.
Don't touch it.
That's full of water. That's what that is.
Yeah, this Nigel helped build a caravan base. We had a caravan, so we've got sleepers from here that hides the landscape, and then it was filled with ash and a few DM. I don't know if there's any DM in it. I don't know. This is a 3-car set that's owned by Owen Schofield. He's just brought it back into service. There's a Craven somewhere that's just come back to about 30 years.
Is this 50?
I travelled miles to see one of these when I was a kid.
Well,
If you'd have only known, you could have waited. Class 50. Yeah, Brian. Valiant. Up close and personal.
A guy called Graham Thornton's done up this one here.
Oh, these are nice. Oh, right. They do look in really good condition.
Well, this one here has just been out shop this year. That's been finished this year after about 20 years restoration. This one's been a part finance, company finance, and the owner, he's got about 15 of these.
Oh, right.
The guy that owns this one. But that's been a whole new front end on that. All this metal work here.
Yeah, yeah.
A whole lot. New windows.
The other collection end was designed just to collect them just then, and then they changed it again so that it would work with the next
Well, they were Pullman gangways, that was the point. It's like lots of things that might never have happened.
Oh yeah, it's just luck.
Yeah,
Just luck.
I thought the 28 very nearly somebody set fire to it when it was
Yeah, it's had a little
dumped.
little bit of damage. Yeah, yeah.
Right, no, but anyway, thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Oh look, they've got like wagon turntables. Wow.
Oh yeah.
There's 3 of them. There's 2 still in situ, and there's where there's been a third one.
For taking the trucks off the.
Oh, the bogies.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Flat roll.
Or even the wheels.
I suppose so. Yeah, yeah. So what's this one? Shiny, shiny. Union of South Africa down there. What's this? Class 40. In very, very nice condition.
Yeah, that's it. So it's just written without video, so you'd be right there. So,
Oh wow.
It's an angle you don't normally see.
No.
Yeah.
yeah, very talented man, David, aren't you? Yeah.
Modesty forbids, I'm sure.
No, he is. I'll give him 10 out of 10 for that. There's not many people with his abilities. It's the Union of South Africa with a Flying Scotsman thing on the front that somebody's done.
Express.
So what actually is this bit here with the wheel on it?
I'd assume that's for taking the line around, isn't it?
No, that's for turning. It's for
Yeah, for turning
machining
it,
inside. He puts electric motor there on that. That's been
Right.
There's
So
a
right.
cutting tool going round the centre on the spindle that makes it round again.
Like, I would show you it working, but I've got to withdraw my tool in
Yeah.
and that. It's got a bit too much at the back there.
It's slightly out of shape, you see now. I mean, they come over. To get the new liner in, you'll have to make that one accept the new liner. That's the old liner there. He's cut out.
Right, I see.
So when he's got this to the size of the new one, they'll bring it down, shrink it in nitrogen, and
Yeah.
then they'll slide it in. And then that's it. That's Dave's job, really. Plus wheel turning and everything else, tyre fitting.
Yeah.
And how long will the new liner last for?
No, it'll last 2 rebar ones.
Yeah.
Because they're not very thick, these liners.
You've got to see one there, the liner. You probably get a few years out of it. Oh, yeah. I mean, it depends how much the mileage they do. That piston will have to be built up because it'll be a different size.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But this is the old liner there.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So when you cut it out, and then it collapses and they pull it out.
So what do you actually cut it with?
It is a disc grinder.
So it's just very carefully with a disc grinder?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's,
Oh, is that the 24, that one?
Yeah.
The 24, yeah. So it's D5054, is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, D505. Oh, it's one I got a model of. So I recognise it. Looks a bit dusty. No handbrakes.
Did this about
Ah.
the same thing for the same engine about, what was it, 20? No, 14 years ago. And it was on the Somali Railway.
Oh, this is one of the Manchester Ship Canal ones, isn't it?
There's only 2 of them.
This is the one. The other one's at a garden
There's the
centre,
other
rusting
one's
away.
at, Haslingden at Winfields, shoe factory place. You know, Winfields at Haslingden.
So what's the story of that one up there? It's
We're trying to get it out. We now own this. The guy that
Yeah.
owned Winfields, we've now bought this. So this was on the Southern Heads. There's one up here. I'll show you.
yeah. So did they originally own both of them then?
Yeah, both. But this is a runner. The other one's not. The other one's jigger. But we take the bits off it. It's stuck now. We can't get it out because of the road configuration. We late last year hiring a crane to get it out, but it's just getting road access and permission to get in it.
And would it theoretically be repairable, or is it?
It won't be economically viable to do it. To keep this one running, yeah. Good engine, this.
So this was the one that used to just be in that bay platform.
Yeah, this is the one that's. Well, I'll take you in the shed on the way up to the station.
Yeah.
This is our ginty crane, so it's been like this for years. It's just about beginning to start looking at it again.
So is this the one that boiler you showed us ago? I do like these. These and the Fairbairn tanks.
I hadn't realised the tanks were this rounded. Then again, you don't see it.
Well, some did, some didn't. The ones built in Brighton had rounded tanks. It varied where they came from. They were standard 4s, but they were never really standard. They seem to have a lot of variations. Yeah. This
Oh,
is class 14 again.
I see, yeah.
This is the part that moved again, but this will be running short, but they're looking hard on this one.
Yeah. And that's, is that a 42 or a 52
It's a
XX?
72 XX.
Oh, is it the extended one?
Yeah.
Ah,
This is
the
one I'm-
282, the Mikado
one I'm,
tank.
yeah, looking at the moment.
Oh, right.
Just getting it cosmetically put back together. The tanks are knackered. We painted it up for demo purposes. In fact,
Yeah, you can see the The rust.
Oh, it's finished. The tank. We need 2 new tanks for the boiler what's doing it anyway. But we're just getting everything else to get their rolling chassis really. Once we've got its bottom end done, we'll just send the boiler away, get a quote for it.
So has it ever run in preservation?
Yeah. It's had a new bunker back.
Yeah.
We did all the bottom end, bushes, the whole caboodle, and it was left then outside for about 10 years because there was short space. And of course it just bloody rusted again. So it's just like
Golden arrows.
It's going to form part of the train. It's beautiful in that. If you looked in that now, if the guy Keith is here, I'll see if he'll let you look, because the timber with Keith is second to none. Yeah, he's got every compartment different to a different layers.
Oh, there's the throne. Oh God, yeah, you can see.
When you used to go on train trips, on the right sort, there used to be an aluminium channel in there.
Yeah.
And we used to take marbles with us and run the marbles in the channels backwards and forwards. But what you had is in the corner of the channels were drainage holes.
Yeah.
And if the drainage holes got blocked, then it all went to one bit, and the drainage holes were down there. So it naturally drained the water into the body.
Yeah.
Supposedly there was drains at the bottom. But not all.
Sounds like my Volvo. When the drain holes block up, it just spills out and goes wherever it fancies.
See, there's the drain hole, and if you look, there's a tube on there. It comes right the way down, but it's only a plastic tube.
Yeah.
So if it gets knocked out or displaced, then that's where all the water comes from inside.
Right, I'm with you.
See these ones?
These look like Mark.
The smart one, yeah. It's a different one.
Right.
Depends who built the coaches.
Right, I'm with you.
Different frames.
That's the saloon.
Oh, it's not an auto coach. It's inspection saloon. Yeah. That is in very nice condition.
Cold inspection saloon.
Class 9. Class 3. Towed brake van, dogfish. So I'm having a grand day out here actually. It's nice to see a few people who not seen since Scotland. Have a good guided tour of the railway. This is good fun. No, this is the one that intrigues me, the Class 7s.
So the guy that owns the 03 you've just seen there now.
Yeah?
I call Malcolm Kirk. It's never run it yet.
Are these signal cable?
These are for the rods, point rods.
Oh, rods, right.
Yeah, I get times when I'm in after a while, I get times when I'm in a while.
Right. Oh man. Well, this is the big box. I'll let the experts explain it to you, but these guys are all part of that team, or part of one of the groups of the TV series.
Okay. Alright, well, just very quickly, this box has been issued about 1916. It was previously at Burnley and got brought down here by the Lancashire Railway. This is its original position, this is the original signal box. So we're here in this track diagram. There used to be another signal box at the opposite end of the station, which is very north.
Today's video has been brought to you in part thanks to the generous donation of my fans on Patreon. And a special huge thanks goes out to Anthony Kidson, Mark Anthony and Michael Churchwood. If you'd like to help support the show, head on over to patreon.com/JenniferKirk. Thank you. Today's video has been brought to you by my books, Bringing Home the Stars, Twinkle Little Star, and also you can get the complete comic collections of All Over the House, Books 1, Books 2, and also the wacky zany Life of Knob T Mouse. Thanks and catch you later.